Pain and suffering are always inevitable for a large intelligence and a deep heart. The really great men must, I think, have great sadness on earth. To go wrong in one's own way is better than to go right in someone else's. Man only likes to count his troubles, he doesn't calculate his happiness. It takes something more than intelligence to act intelligently. Talking nonsense is the sole privilege mankind possesses over the other organisms. It's by talking nonsense that one gets to the truth. I talk nonsense, therefore I'm human. But how could you live and have no story to tell? I say let the world go to hell, but I should always have my tea. The mystery of human existence lies not in just staying alive, but in finding something to live for. What is hell? I maintain that it is the suffering of being unable to love. Nothing in this world is harder than speaking the truth, nothing easier than flattery. Don't let us forget that the causes of human actions are usually immeasurably more complex and varied than our subsequent explanations of them. You can be sincere and still be stupid. It is not the brains that matter most, but that which guides them, the character, the heart, generous qualities, progressive ideas. Man is sometimes extraordinarily, passionately in love with suffering. I can't see the sun, but even if I cannot see the sun, I know that it exists. And to know that the sun is there, that is living. The soul is healed by being with children. I love mankind, he said, but I find to my amazement that the more I love mankind as a whole, the less I love man in particular. People speak sometimes about the bestial cruelty of man, but that is terribly unjust and offensive to beasts. No animal could ever be so cruel as a man, so artfully, so artistically cruel. Taking a new step, uttering a new word, is what people fear most. The world says, you have needs, satisfy them. You have as much right as the rich and the mighty. Don't hesitate to satisfy your needs, indeed, expand your needs and demand more. This is the worldly doctrine of today. And they believe that this is freedom. The result for the rich is isolation and suicide, for the poor, envy and murder. Much unhappiness has come into the world because of bewilderment and things left unsaid. To love someone means to see them as God intended them. Man is a mystery. It needs to be unraveled, and if you spend your whole life unraveling it, don't say that you've wasted time. I am studying that mystery because I want to be a human being. Pain and suffering are always inevitable for a large intelligence and a deep heart. I think the devil doesn't exist, but man has created him. He has created him in his own image and likeness. It is better to be unhappy and know the worst than to be happy in a fool's paradise. To love is to suffer, and there can be no love otherwise. If you want to be respected by others, the great thing is to respect yourself. Only by that, only by self-respect will you compel others to respect you. Nothing is easier than to denounce the evildoer, nothing is more difficult than to understand him. Love in action is a harsh and dreadful thing compared to love in dreams. I did not bow down to you, I bowed down to all the suffering of humanity. You will burn and you will burn out, you will be healed and come back again. The cleverest of all, in my opinion, is the man who calls himself a fool at least once a month. If you want to overcome the whole world, overcome yourself. Killing myself was a matter of such indifference to me that I felt like waiting for a moment when it would make some difference. 100 suspicions don't make a proof. The man who has a conscience suffers whilst acknowledging his sin. That is his punishment. I am alone, I thought, and they are everybody. And the more I drink, the more I feel it. That's why I drink too. I try to find sympathy and feeling and drink. I drink so that I may suffer twice as much. Power is given only to him who dares to stoop and take it. One must have the courage to dare. Grown-up people do not know that a child can give exceedingly good advice, even in the most difficult case.